Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the Curtin Bluff webinar this morning. And thank you to all those who've been to a number of our webinars this week. I realise it's a Friday and it's not always easy to tear yourself away from the emails, but thank you so much for taking the time to join us. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Toya this morning, who is the Reservations and Revenue Manager at Curtin Bluff. She's on site there today and she's going to tell us all about Curtin Bluff. So as always, if there's any questions, please pop them in the question and answer box at the bottom and we'll get to those at the end. Over to you, Toya.
Thank you so much, Fiona. Can everyone hear me? Can I just get a few thumbs up if we're good? Okay, well, thank you guys so much and joining us this morning, and welcome to the Curtin Bluff webinar. So as many of you know, Curtin Bluff is an iconic Caribbean resort, and we are located in the island of Antigua on the southwestern side of the island. We opened in 1962 and we celebrated our 60th anniversary in 2002. And our property is still independently owned, and we are renowned for having authentic old world Caribbean charm. I'm going to try to move to the next slide. So our property, as you can see, is located ideally in the heart of the Caribbean. We are right in the center, so we are a hub with an international airport. It's about 8 hours from Gatwick on VIE. That'll bring you to Curtin Bluff, and Curtin Bluff is a half an hour from the airport. As you can see from this beautiful aerial shot, you get a fair idea of the layout of the property. So we're situated on a rocky peninsula, and all of our rooms are ocean facing. So all face the ocean. You can either book ground floor walkout or bluff view rooms or second floor rooms. Even on the other side of the property, you'll see our beautiful spa and 4 tennis courts, and all of our water sports are on the calm beach. So essentially for your clients, you have a beach in front of the rooms, which is ideal for sunbathing and jogging or just walking. And on the other beaches where you'll have all your activities, you have the water sports, you have our beach restaurant, all the cabanas, and we do offer beach concierge service on either beach, so you can get all of your drinks and meals brought to you from our bento box menu while you're on the beach. Here's another beautiful shot of the beach, and Curtin Bluff is renowned for our inclusions. Now, we include motorized water sports. Presently, we have taken scuba off of our inclusions. That was something we were offering up until March of this year. We've had to suspend that, as many of you may know, because we were having getting insurance for it because the high chamber on the island no longer functions. That is something that's being worked on, hoping to have good news for changes to that later on in the year. But as it stands now, you can snorkel, you can do Hobie cats, you can paddleboard, you can wakeboard, you can water ski. All of those things are included in the rate for our clients. Here's another view of the rooms. And as you can see, you've got rooms with day beds in front of the room. So you can book a ground floor walkout, which is a separate room category, or a second floor room. And we have rooms higher up the bluff, coming all the way to the peninsula. Those ones are the more renovated Bluff suites. Those are renovated in 2019, and those rooms have an age restriction on them. So we do have rooms where it's more ideal for adults or older children, and we have rooms that are more suited to families. The Grace and Morris Bay Pool Suite are the rooms that a lot of our families like, because you can book these as an interconnecting setup. You can have one junior suite, which is 816 square feet, in addition to a Grace Bay or Morris Bay suite, which are mirror images of each other. And that'll give you over 2,000 square feet of living space for a family to spread out. So you can have as many as 8 people in a room like that. And it's very popular for larger multi-generational families that come to the resort. Terrace Pool Suite, by contrast, is at the very top of our property. This is our honeymoon suite. It's adults only. As you can see, it is one of the suites that has a private pool. It's got a beautiful half-moon shaped pool in front of it. And this is very popular with honeymooners, obviously, because it's more private and it has the beautiful pool. We do incidentally have 4 pools on site, 4 rooms with pools, which are part of the Hulford collection. Those are booked separately from our normal deluxe or junior suite rooms, which you would have on free sale. This is another view from the bed of the terrace suite looking out to the beautiful ocean beyond. So you've got an infinity edge with the infinity edge pool and then the ocean right beyond it. Incredible views, truly to wake up to. Here is another view from what we call our cliff suite. This room also has a pool. So there's a cliff pool suite, and the bed faces out again to the beautiful ocean views. A room like this one does come with 2 balconies, contrasted with the terrace suite, which has 1. And this room is my personal favorite room because it's got its own private entrance. This is the view from the living room of that cliff suite. You'll see the small plunge pool off in the foreground of it and the living room here. This room was renovated in 2019. Here's a closer shot from the balcony of the cliff suite. And you can see you can have your setups here for meals and lounging, and it gives you incredible views and the privacy that you want separate from the rooms further down on the beach. This room is a Bluff room. The setup is a bit similar to the look of the cliff suite, except a room like this one. In this room, you've got about 800 square feet, just a bit over 800 square feet. It's a bedroom and a bathroom, just 2 spaces, but it's very, very popular with guests because, again, one of the more renovated rooms, you see the beautiful colors, which complement the ocean beyond, and it's truly a fantastic room, very, very popular with guests. Again, a room like this one, you can't get a walkout because it's higher up on the bluff, as the name indicates, but it's very popular because it's more recently renovated and very spacious. This is another view from that room where you'll see you have a small area for a desk and working if you so desire. This is our 1-bedroom Bluff suite. Now, the difference between the room you just saw and this room is that the 1-bedroom Bluff suite comes with this separate living area. So you'd have the living area with your amenity setup and your sofa. It's got a terrace to the front. It's also got a day bed with a terrace to the back. But this room is actually 3-walled, so we don't sleep in the living room of the 1-bedroom Bluff suite. Everyone sleeps in the bedroom area. That Bluff suite can connect to the 1-bedroom suite to make a 2-bedroom Bluff suite configuration. Now here you can have a look at the more popular rooms. We have 40 of these on site, the beachfront and ocean view junior suite. These rooms are 816 square feet. All of our rooms come with a king-size bed. This room has a step-down living area, and in this particular one that you're looking at, the ground floor walkout option. This room we can convert into twin, and we can bring a rollaway in again, and the sofa sleeps as a twin. So a room like this, the maximum occupancy is 4 persons. This is the view from the ground floor walkout balcony of that same suite. Now, this is our deluxe room. This is the entry-level category. A room like this is just over 300 square feet. It only has a shower, though. So if you've got clients who are looking for a tub, then ideally they want to book the junior suites or higher category. In the entry-level category, it is a 361 square foot living space and a shower in the bathroom setup. If you notice also in this photo, you'll see our CB branded bottles. We are a Green Globe Platinum property, so we have filling stations, and we're very mindful of being environmentally responsible. So you can get bottles to refill water around the property whilst you're with the hotel. Now, one of the other things that are included in our resort, which makes it very popular for families, is our kids club. So we've got an attendant or 2, depending on how many kids we have in house. And this kids club is located on the beach and near the water sports activity. The children have outdoor playing area. They've got a camp set up with bean bags, and they do crafts, arts and crafts. They watch movies together. We also have budgies and tortoises and iguana, lots of animals for them to interact with. And it's hugely popular with families because you just sign your children in, you come back and pick them up at lunchtime, and then after lunch, you can sign them back in for afternoon activities. So this is already, like I said, included in the rate. Babysitting is separate for children who are not potty trained. That is not included in the rate. Another amenity that we're known for at Curtain Bluff is tennis. We have got 4 courts, which are lit for both day and night play, and we've got 2 pros on staff. We do 2 tennis weeks per year, one in May and one in November, and your clients can sign up to participate and play with pros, both local and overseas pros. And it is the which is one of the reasons why we're so popular, is because we are known as the resort where there's so many activities for you to take part in and lots of ways for you to stay fit whilst you're on holiday. Snorkeling, as I said, is huge here, and water sports. This is very close to the hotel where this photo is taken. The Cays Reef, which is the largest reef on the island, it's very close to Curtain Bluff, and you can have 2 trips a day out to the reef for snorkeling and other water activities included in your rate. Paddleboarding, again, another beautiful shot of the calm beach. You'll see how beautiful and clear the water is there, and you're not one on top of the other, because if we are 72 rooms, we take a maximum of 140 people here, so it's never hugely crowded on the beach. There's plenty of room for you to lay out and enjoy the amenities of the hotel. Our spa, speaking of amenities, we've got a beautiful spa on property, 5,000 square feet. We have 5 treatment rooms and a beautiful heated tub on the very edge of the property where you can, after or before your treatment, and have a glass of champagne. So it's one of the things that our guests love to do. As soon as they come in, if they haven't done it in advance of arrival, they will come and they'll have their treatments done on property here at the spa, and it's fantastic. It's really an amenity that a lot of guests look for, is to have places where they can relax and not have to leave the property for any reason. And our spa, the CB Spa, is hugely popular with guests. This is a shot that shows you the bento box lunch. So as I mentioned earlier, you can stay at your cabana and have meals brought to you. We've got beach service on both beaches. So you have your towels brought to you, water, ice lollies, drinks if you'd like, and you can also order a bento box lunch if you don't want to leave your cabana to get a meal during lunchtime. At night, we have 2 restaurants that are on property for our guests to indulge in. We've got a fine dining restaurant, Tamarind, and we have this restaurant here, which is pictured, which is the beach restaurant, Sea Grape. This restaurant is open for lunch every day and certain nights a week, depending on occupancy, for dinner. It is a more relaxed option, although it is fine dining. So the dress code here, you can wear smart shorts and a collared shirt for the gentlemen. And it is very popular with our guests. It's usually booked out, so we do advise that you book 2 weeks or so in advance of your client arriving. Our fine dining restaurant, Tamarind, by contrast, has a stricter dress code. It is long pants or slacks, no jeans, and collared shirts for men. And this restaurant and wine cellar, which abuts it, are our mainstay area where guests eat breakfast and dinner each night. Live entertainment takes place here into the evening, 10, 10:30, 11. Sometimes you'll see guests dancing here, enjoying the ambiance and the Caribbean hospitality that we offer. Tamarind Restaurant is our main restaurant, and you can you don't necessarily need to book this in advance. We book all of our guests in advance of arrival, anticipating them coming, and if they want to shift their times around, they're fine to do that. All guests can be accommodated in this main restaurant. This is a shot of our sommelier and the wine cellar. We have over 5,000 bottles in this wine cellar. It's award-winning, and it's a treat that a lot of guests who are keen on wines and spirits enjoy experiencing. So you can put this out, have a wine tasting, either private or as part of a group, and you can try anything you can imagine. We have it in this cellar. Wine is a huge part of what we offer here, and we've got classically trained individuals who know everything that you need to know about wines and spirits, and they give the guests a really elevated experience. So it is very popular, and if it's something that you've never encouraged your guests to do, I would definitely highly recommend that as a tip for you for Curtain Bluff. Thank you very much. That's the end of the presentation. I think I've hit all points, and now I'll open the floor for questions. Fiona, you're muted.
Yes, I am. There we go. Well, thank you for that, Toya. That was fabulous. If anyone has any questions, please pop them in the question and answer box at the bottom, and we'll get to those in just a second. So, Toya, do you have any upcoming developments that you're looking to do at Curtain Bluff this year during the closure period?
Absolutely. Thanks for asking. So we've got a few things in the pipeline, excuse my hair. We are presently renovating some of our junior suites. As many as you may know, if you're on our mailing list, we would have had plans in 2019 and 2020 to do a major renovation of the junior suite rooms and more of the public areas. That had to unfortunately come to a halt because of the pandemic. So we're now slowly rolling it out, and we're starting with the junior suite rooms. Another thing that we're doing this year, which is huge news and we're very excited about, is an expansion of our yoga deck and with the introduction of an adult-only pool. So that will be at the spa area, and that adult-only pool will abut the spa. We're doubling the size of the existing yoga deck, which is 20 feet, so it'll go to 40 feet, and the pool will be about 40 feet by 20 feet, so very generous in terms of spacing. So we're very excited about that. And in terms of the look of where we're going with those junior suites, essentially the look of the 1 and 2 bedroom suites that you've seen photos of in the Bluff rooms, that's the style of the junior suites that you'll see, and we'll have new images out for you later on in the year.
Great, thank you. A question here from Ashley. What are the children age restrictions in the suites?
It's age 7.
Perfect.
7 and over.
7 and over. And what are the age restrictions for the kids club as well?
So the kids club, we accept children who are potty trained. Once they're potty trained, they can come to the kids club. And we do not, unfortunately, have the ability to accept children with special needs. So those are the only 2 things. If you've got a special needs child, then the parents would have to be present at all times to take care of the child. And if the child is not potty trained, then they can still come to the camp, but with an adult, their own parent.
Perfect. In terms of the snorkeling trips, do you go to the same reef every day, or is it somewhere different each time?
No, it's the same reef. For Antigua, I do believe, I stand corrected, but I'm pretty sure that it's one major reef around the island. It's the Cades Reef. Yeah. Other than that, when it would be snorkeling, other hotels take their guests and bring them to Cades Reef as well.
Perfect. Okay. In terms of, you've mentioned interconnecting rooms. Are those guaranteed at the time of booking, or?
Absolutely, yes. Thanks so much for asking. I should clarify that. So we do have interconnecting rooms within categories. So deluxe to deluxe, junior suite to junior suite, either ground floor or second floor, and we guarantee that at time of booking.
That's great. That's so important. There's nothing more important when you're traveling with a family to have that interconnecting room guaranteed.
Absolutely.
A question here from Darcy. What is availability looking like post-November?
Darcy, so you mean for festive availability? We did send a circular out. We had about 10 open rooms from the 26th onward, but those were all sold within a week. So presently we can take bookings from December 17, departing on around the 26th.
That's great. And how is availability looking for Q1 next year, for January through to March, when it's usually quite busy?
It is quite busy. So we do have a bit of space, but in terms of how we're pacing this year, we're very encouraged, and we believe that we will fill up those spaces very quickly.
Okay, and you mentioned with the spa, you might have might relax in that pool with a glass of champagne. Would that champagne be included in the all-inclusive rate?
Absolutely. In terms of what's included in the inclusive rate, it is oh no, well, let me clarify. The only way you can get to the spa is if you book the spa treatment, and then those amenities come as part of your spa experience. So you would have paid for your massage, and then you get the spa bites, and you get your champagne and things like that. There's no extra cost for that on top of what you're paying for the treatment. But to clarify, in terms of what we offer here at the resort and what's included, it's all of your meals. It's the water sports activities. It is drinks by the glass from the bar. What's not included is wine by the bottle from the cellar, lessons from the tennis pros, items from any of our shops, i.e. the gift shop or the tennis shop, and the treatment from the spa.
Okay, and how about room service?
Room service is included.
That's really great. Okay.
Yeah. Kids club is included as well, so you don't have to pay anything extra for that. You only pay additionally. You would pay if you require a babysitter in the evenings. We don't offer that service as part of the inclusive.
That's perfect. I'm excited to hear there's a tortoise in the kids club. You might find me there December talking to the tortoise.
Oh yeah,
In,
red-footed tortoise.
in terms of special offers, what special offers do you have available at the moment?
We've got, well, for the UK, we've got our 25% for 5 nights or more, 30% for 10 nights or more. And if you're booking through an operator, the operators also have their tactical offers that we hand out from time to time. So do have a look at their brochures to see what, if any, Curtain Bluff exclusives are available as you go
Perfect.
along.
So some great year-round offers there for
Yes,
5 nights and 10 night stays or more. Perfect, that's great. If there's not any other questions, we can wrap that one up there. Thank you so much, Toya, for that great presentation, and thank you to
Thanks so
everyone
much.
for taking the time to join us today.
Yes.
As always, I'll send the recording around, and I'll send you a follow-up and copy Toya in as soon as the webinar's uploaded. And if there's any questions you think of afterwards, it's always the case, just pop me an email and we will be more than happy to help.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Fiona. Thanks everyone for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Toya.
Bye.
Bye.